All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Footy Fantasy Podcast, where we talk about football and other kinds of shenanigans relating to football. And first, we have man like Funshaw joining us for the first time. Arsenal fan. We're surprised this man is still in Houston, bro. We're surprised this guy's not in Barcelona. Already, bro. Thank you for taking time out of Mama Young's luggage to join us.
You're very welcome, man. You're very welcome. Your time is coming now.
Oh, already, bro. We're coming out guns blazing, bro.
I like that. Let's keep it going.
Next, we have our coach, our resident coach, the only coach that can coach professional coaches, man like advanced Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Yeah, maybe pick yourself up, bro. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
I don't know what to say to that, but hey, my name is Yemi. Thank you.
Nah, bro, you're a coach. This man coaches everything. I'm surprised he's not even coaching basketball.
He knows everything.
And last but not least, the creator himself, the man who's brought everybody together, the glue of the group. Ayo, big up yourself, my G.
Thank you for that introduction. Mr. Oga Kwame, the famous one. I'll give you an introduction. A famous Oga Kwame is here, world famous. He has so many clips online, sound bites.
I know.
You have a GIF, I think. He has a GIF already. He has a GIF.
Oh, Dada created that. Dada created that.
Get him out, GIF. Oga Kwame, thanks for coming on as always, part of the team.
Of course.
If you're watching this, it's out there. You can see it there. Footy Fantasy, like, share, subscribe on different platforms, but mostly YouTube. We're also on Twitter. We're growing, but support us by subscribing. AFCON. I mean, where else? Where else should we start apart from the just concluded AFCON 2021 tournament? It was fantastic. I enjoyed it so much. It feels different, to see at least all of us here, on the pod, where we are originally from, host the tournament. You can see the vibes. You can see how much it matters. For me, before I go, not going too deep, just watching Cameroon yesterday, right? Host team, very disappointed, but look at how much they celebrated coming back from behind to win third place. They could have just like thrown their toys out of the pram and just third place, who cares? But it matters so much to them. They care so much about it, and half of their players are from abroad, but everybody understands what it means to connect to your root, to the culture, to where you're from. So for me, I enjoyed it. The vibes from the tournament alone has been ridiculous. I've enjoyed it so much. So I mean, that's where else can we start?
And not only that, Ayo, like it's not only that we see these so-called no-name teams causing upsets left and right. Okay. Right? Who I'm sure not many people knew about Comoros before this Nations Cup.
Nope.
Right. They're knocking down giants like Ghana. It's a quality tournament as well. It wasn't just for the vibes, just for the culture and stuff. That's great, but the quality of football was actually impressive as well. Yeah,
it was exactly the goals. That you're right. The goalkeeping goals. So let's start with the just concluded final, I guess. Let's do a quick recap. Oga Kwame, since you already, what are your thoughts? Ended 0-0. Of course, Senegal are champions for the first time.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, I remember when we jumped on this podcast before it started, and we were listing out favorites. Everybody shouted Algeria, right? But the next one was Senegal, and a lot of people had Senegal either getting to the final or going far deep into the competition, and even winning it. I predicted either Algeria or Senegal was going to win. Of course, Algeria completely missed that, but it's good to see Senegal, who has never won it. I think this is their third or fourth final. I'm not sure.
Third one.
Okay, and to see them finally win it. And it's not they actually did deserve to win it. The game started off with Senegal, pummeling Egypt. Those first 10 minutes, there was no doubt in my mind that Senegal was going to win. But we know Egypt grows into games. in this tournament. And Senegal let them grow into it. And for a second, I thought I would be witnessing a repeat of Man United versus Middlesbrough. You know, I had to go there. Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to go there. I seriously thought I was going to be witnessing a repeat of that. But hey, you know what? The god of football, the gods were with Senegal today, and Mane. That was a bad penalty. Honestly, that was terrible. But hey, he redeemed himself. Happy for the Teranga Lions, and happy for the coach too, because Cisse has been with them for a long time.
Correct.
And this is his first, I think, 8 years. This is the first trophy he's won with them. So big up to him as well.
Yeah. Cisse, we'll talk about that. We can go to, so that we don't just like talk about the same thing. Emi.
Yes, sir.
About who has been a player of the tournament, and if you have anything to add apart from what Okakwame said, you can. But I'd like to hear who you think has been a player of the tournament. So for this tournament,
I can't say I have a player of the tournament because I didn't watch. I think I watched half of the tournament itself. But Egyptian's right back, I actually like the guy. I like the way. I like his composure on the ball. I like the way he played. Egyptian's goalkeeper. If that guy still stays at Zamalek or this Al Ahly, where is that? By summer, then there's something wrong with the world. That dude, yes, there's something wrong with the world of football.
Mohamed
That dude,
Abdul,
he was the man of the match today.
Absolutely.
Man, that guy did like Sparta, you shall not pass kind of thing. like I am amazed at how good that goalkeeper is. I've been amazed at him even when we played them, but he and Egyptian's right back, I can't talk much about Sa. We already know who Sa is. I don't
Which one? Ismaila or the right back?
The one that plays right wing, the one that plays for Watford.
Okay,
Ismaila Sa. Ismaila Sa, we know what he can bring. Mane, all these guys, you know what can bring. But I'm probably not the person that you can call and say, you know what. But that Egyptian right back, I've watched him 3 times. And that guy has seriously impressed me. So
his name is Ashur.
Yeah, Ashur. And that is minus. And that Zizou. That guy is Zizou, man.
That boy is good.
That guy is Zizou. That guy is a pure baller, man.
Yeah.
Short dude. It reminds you of I don't know. So yeah, Egyptians guys, man, those guys really, really did well.
Comment, someone said, just want to call out something. People diss Egypt for defending, like defending isn't part of the game. I wanted Senegal to win, but also enjoy the tactical nous and prowess of the Egyptian players. Quality-wise, they don't compare to Senegalese. Fair point. Whoever you are, please leave your name. Good comment. Thank you for the comment.
I agree with that. Yeah.
They were very organized. Carlos, Fusha, what are your thoughts on player of the tournament? And if you have anything to add about the game?
Yeah, to me, I personally think Mane is the player of the tournament. Looking at a few games and how he kind of led the team pretty much. Some very tough games that he played. And even today's game, he missed a penalty kick, right? That was a big risk. They could have lost the game, you know. I was thinking, oh my God, if they lose, a lot of people are not going to forgive him. Yeah. Luckily, they were the better side. And like someone pointed earlier, Egypt, without really disrespecting them, they have the best goalkeeper today, I think.
Yeah.
Senegal was the better side, a lot of shots, very close 1-on-1. He saved it. Yeah. And saved the penalty kick. I think that did it for me as the best player today. But I think the player of the tournament to me is Sadio Mane. He won a couple of man of the match, led the team here tonight. And I think the fact that his leadership is kind of shows in how the level of confidence he gave his team players. So I'll say Mane is still my man of the match. I think he won a couple of plays that are, man of the match. The games leading to here, tough games for the team. And also, if you look at the scheduling, it's very tough, right? They were playing within how many hours of another game, and it's a very tough tournament for everyone. Congratulations to Senegal again. They were the better side, and I think Mane is my guy for this tournament.
Okay.
Can I say something? Can I say just one more point?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I like the fact that I actually mentioned that, because if you look at this, Senegalese team, you see that you have leaders in every area of the field. You have their defender, Koulibaly, who is one of the best there is in Europe and is very, very vocal. You go to the midfield, you have this guy from this in PSG,
Ghana.
Ghana. That
Ghana,
dude was always talking. He was always talking. He was in everybody's ears. You have Mane up front and Sars. And Sars, in the beginning, you could see that he was drifting into the middle, drift wide. But Mane was actually the person that actually drove that team from the midfield down to the attack. He was the one that was dropping into the midfield, getting the ball and transitioning the team. So yeah, Mane led really well today, and his head did not drop. The first major chance was the penalty. He missed it.
Yeah.
He played the final kick to win the competition. Now that right there is what you call, well, you can't say it. Confidence, balls, confidence, cowardice.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's it.
And I like to add that
that's your
that penalty, by the way, was fire. If any goalie that saved that,
no.
Yeah, he went for shot.
Goalkeeper.
Yeah,
if that Egyptian goalkeeper should save that second penalty, I was going to pour wine. Wine is on top of my big screen TV. Just one. Because that guy.
My player of the tournament is from left field, and I'm going to go with Abubakar from Cameroon. Not only because he's top goal scorer, but also because he was a real leader for that Cameroonian team. Of course, they're the host nation, and what did it for me was, and of course, it's a third place match. We call that losers match, right? But Abubakar did not start that game. They were 3-0 down. He came on, got the captain's armband. I think Toko Ekambi also came on, and Abubakar by himself scored 2 goals, right? And the game ended 3-3. They won on penalties. So, and he always carries himself like if you watch that guy play, he doesn't. I don't think he's that much of a good player. I also don't like the comments he made about Mohamed Salah and all that. But when he carries himself on the field, he lets everybody know that I'm the
boss.
I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm here to
follow me.
Listen to me. So I think he's my player of the tournament.
Okay. Before I go into mine, Onome says Egypt teamwork simply shows that a football team that football is a team game, and a team with capable players can defeat a team of individuals.
True. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a good comment.
So I'm with that.
Without my last comment, as a good comment, how United fed Middlesbrough. Yeah, the Middlesbrough is. I mean, that was a lucky game. I don't know if that counts. We have them. So I don't.
It's not a lucky game if you have a goat on your team. You should win that outright, like 4 or 5 goals.
What goat?
We don't.
Ronaldo was on Manchester United.
Like sheep or goat.
Bro, we don't have goats.
Ronaldo on your team?
Nah, bro, we don't have goats.
There's a difference between
sheep,
camel, and goat.
What we have is
we can have camel, we have horse, we have goats, we have sheep. Yeah, I'll let you people fill in the blank. Over to you, moderator.
That's grandfather's time. My player of the tournament is Mohamed Abuga. I wanted to say his name once, so I'm reading. It's Mohamed Abugabal. That guy, just like somebody else chosen. That guy literally, I think was it the Ivory Coast game?
Mm-hmm.
The amount of saves he made in the Ivory Coast game, I was like, who is this guy?
And he's a second choice goalkeeper.
Yeah. It's like, this guy is ridiculous. No.
Yeah.
He has, shown me, like he was here to announce himself to the world.
Oh, yeah.
Short stop,
sure.
confidence, positioning. Short stopping it's very difficult, especially like tournament like that. So yeah, that's my player of the tournament. Let's switch lanes a little bit.
Okay.
Most disappointing team of the tournament.
How much time you got?
Just name them and why.
Ghana. Bro. Ghana. Like
Comoros.
When Ghana took, Ghana must go quite literally. This man showed up to the tournament and we're like, nah, we gotta bounce. We have to go back to Tema. We have to go back to Accra. Like this, I don't know what happened with Ghana. And going in, I think the podcast we did, we put Ghana up there too.
Yes.
Because we thought that, I think it's just proof that, look, recycling is important. Because Andre Ayew has been a part of that team for far too long, in my opinion. And this tournament shows that. Same with Jordan Ayew. Same with, there's this guy, I think it's Jonathan Mensah or something. Like, it's just,
same guys that you see.
They need some recycling in that team. Thomas Partey went there to party. Like, bruv, Ghana is number one disappointment. Second disappointment, Algeria.
Thomas Partey came there to party.
Yeah, and not only that, then came back to England and then went back to AFCON directly to party. Like, bruv, oh, sorry, Funshaw.
Nah, don't worry, I'm okay. Don't worry, I'm good.
Second disappointment, Algeria. You know,
yes,
yeah, Algeria, and I think it's only because, you know, it's almost mirrors the way France showed up to the 2002 World Cup, and they didn't even make it out the group stage, I think. So, and third for me is Nigeria. Nigeria is just catfish FC, fam. Nigeria is that girl you pick up from Tinder, and she shows up looking like freaking Joseph Yobo. You know what I'm saying? Like this girl looking like a 10 with makeup and pictures, but she goes out on a swimming date and she comes back looking like freaking, you know, Vincent Abubakar. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Nigeria was. Like Nigeria looked in that game, like we just look like a 95-year-old nursing home patient. Toothless FC, like no teeth at all. We were dead. Okay, I'm done.
So I said Nigeria is a Tinder swindler. Has anybody seen that show?
I haven't seen it. I've read about the show. I haven't watched it.
Tinder swindler.
Tinder swindler. I didn't say that. Exactly. That's what I said, actually.
Oh boy.
For sure. Go ahead. For sure. Who's more? Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, the most disappointing team for me in the AFCON, and we covered this a lot. If you see me wearing this shirt, Football News, I'm one of the second biggest website about football. And we covered a lot. Ghana really disappointed us so much. They lost to a team that we can call these guys maybe mechanics or something. You lost to Comoros. I think the population of about 800,000, if I'm correct, of the country. You lose to a country like that, and you have stars from a Premier League, right? Partey, Ayew, all these guys that have years of experience. Yes, Ayew's getting old now. I think it's about time a lot of African countries, Nigeria included, have a pipelines of talent in the big league. So competition like this, you can use them. And maybe they use politics. I'm sure there's a lot of better players out there. That they probably do politics exactly. So and they deserve it. They deserve to be the worst team ever, trying to recycle the thing, going with familiar faces. And the manner in which they lost is embarrassing to the whole team. And they fired the coach. I think they should have fired him. He said it. They actually asked him to step down. He said no, he's going to stay. Then he ended up getting fired, which I'm in total agreement with that. You know, the guys like Mikel Arteta just show up, do whatever you want. There's a system that works, right? You can't reinvent the wheel, right? Ghana's trying to reinvent the wheel. System that works, talent, right? The best players, right? And the right coaching. You have those three things, you do better. At least you pass the first round, you know.
And not only that, Funshaw, they had a coach that was working well. Kwesi Appiah was a good coach. I don't know why they let him go and brought somebody else. I'm not sure.
And guess what? To your point, this coach left them. He resigned. He used to coach Ghana, by the way.
Yeah.
If you guys follow, he resigned and left. They begged him to come back.
Imagine.
I came to lay egg.
So,
But it wasn't just all this on the coach, because I was reading somewhere. It's like two different places, and there's a guy that lives here. He's from Ghana. He's also linked with the national team. So me and him were just talking ball, and he was just like, there were players that were supposed to have gone just based on merit. But like the team wasn't just picked by the coach. The team was picked by their FA and the president of the country. So the president, they have say. They have handpicked players.
That's collusion.
They have handpicked players. Yes, they have handpicked players that they give to the coach and say, hey, this dude must go, this dude must play, this dude must play. So now it's not left with the coach now to pick like few players more because the team is actually not written up by the coach. The team is written by their sports director, that's the FA, and some of a committee. There's a committee that their job in Ghana is to pick the teams that go for the national league. So pretty much you are the coach. You might have a say or two, but you don't have that much say. So you are just a
so you coach. Pretty much pick from what they give you.
Oh yeah, you're a team coach. So pretty much, and then even with that, there were players that were injured that shouldn't have made the team. The Atsu guy was injured; he wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah,
but he went. There were players that were fit enough, that were hungry enough. You talk about the same faces. There were people like the best people for you to bring here are people that want to make a name. Egyptian's goalkeeper that came today. Exactly. His life depended on it because I'm here to sell myself. Yeah. I'm here to sell the team. I want the team to win, but I'm going to do my job 100+%. So some of those guys didn't make it because of one or two things behind the scene. So those are the things that they're trying to fix now because there's now talks. There's now talks now in Ghana now that they want to scrap away those selection committees so that the coach actually picks the team. Yeah.
Okay. Who do you have, Yemi?
The same people we mentioned. I'm not going to rehash, but I'm just a little bit disappointed with Nigeria, and this is the reason why. Shortly, I wasn't expecting them to go. They were my dark horse for this tournament. I said it in the podcast. But after I saw the first game and the second game, I was like, yeah, this team has everything to get to the finals. I don't know if we choked. I don't know if we underestimated our opponent that we did not go through. That the last performance, who did we play again? I was so pissed. I turned off my TV. I just went to go and play with my kid. So whatever game we played that we lost 1-0, I was just so disappointed. We were terrible. There was
we lost it was Tunisia.
Yeah.
I did not see that Super Eagles in the first, second, third game. That Super Eagles that played in the fourth game, they were different people. I don't know, I don't know what happened, but yes, man, Nigeria really disappointed me. But yeah.
Okay, very good. In my opinion, I'll just add one more person. I agree with all the teams. One more team I'll throw into that ring is Ivory Coast. I mean, that team was stacked from the beginning.
Very true.
Yeah, the other person had fallen out. People were picking them as favorites after they beat Egypt. People assumed they were going to go past Egypt. When you just think of they were stacked. I'm talking of stacked with like established. Ghana has they have footballers that are like midi. They're not like top.
They're not.
People have top tier. I'm talking of Ibrahim Sangare, with Zaha.
Yeah.
Kone.
Nicolas Pepe. He's this guy.
He played well in the tournament, though. He played well.
Yeah, he played well. That's what I'm saying. He started well. Like group stages, they look really good. They got good.
Strong going forward.
And the legend called Eric Bailly too.
Yeah, they're.
Okay, Eric Bailly gave me my vibes moment of the tournament. That panenka that Eric Bailly tried. My goodness.
I like that guy, man.
Bailly is the most.
That guy is unserious in life.
He's the most unserious player of all time. And he does unseriousness with swag. He's so unserious. He's so unserious that you think he's serious the way he does it.
He's so serious.
You can be serious and not serious at the same time.
Man, you guys today are I don't know. You guys are just harsh today. This is a harsh podcast. It's a harsh podcast. I mean, a harsh podcast today.
So yeah, we'll miss the AFCON. I guess the next one in 2023. Looking forward to that. Now let's finally switch lanes to the Premier League, or I guess European football. Transfer window fallout.
Yep.
I guess we'll start with we'll start Yemi, because I know Yemi is very interested in stuff like that. Let's start with team with the best transfer window. Before we go to team, who do you think had the best transfer window? We can do in Europe, and you can do
okay. I don't
England.
know how to do this. Let me do with like this in the Premier League, since most of us are here. Then I can touch bases on different teams. My winners, everybody knows, is Aston Villa. We know the business.
Yeah, let's not go to. Let's do two. Like who?
Two from where?
Two in England and two in Europe.
Okay. 2 in England. Aston Villa and Newcastle. I say Newcastle.
Okay.
And the losers. You want the losers too?
Sure. If you want to add that.
Losers for sure are two teams: Arsenal and Manchester United.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out. So if Mr. Moderator wants us to go deep, we'll go deep. In Europe, I'll go with two teams. Barca, I love what they did in this transfer window, and say Juve.
Okay.
So
did you say Braga?
Barca. Barcelona.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay. Give us the teams now. Give us the transfers and why you like it.
Barca.
Yeah.
Okay. Barca. When Xavi came in, Xavi already highlighted how he wanted to play the old Barca systems, wingers and control of possession, dominate play, tiki taka, all that stuff. But when he came in, he realized that he did not have wingers. Well, he had, but they were mostly fit. Dembele wasn't fit. Ansu Fati was not fit. Coutinho couldn't fit in. I don't know what's going on with Coutinho.
Yeah, don't say Dembele is a winger. The only wing Dembele plays is the hospital wing. Go ahead.
Gosh, you're on the road today, Kwame. You're on the road. So I don't know what to say. So he needed to fix that. He needed to fix his defense, center defense, left back. So what he did in this window was he shipped out Coutinho. He shipped out some players and brought in this Wolverhampton muscle guy. What's his name?
Adama
Traore.
Vaseline FC, Baby Oil FC.
Baby Oil.
He brought this Forest. He brought this Aubameyang, and he brought in, who's the fourth player I brought in? He brought in Dani Alves. Those guys, Dani Alves goes down straight into
and that. Torres. Is that Torres?
And Torres.
Torres?
Yeah. Torres.
Yeah.
Dani Alves, defense, experience, talking, all that stuff. He's like a good team guy to have. Yeah. Adama Traore on the right. Now you have Adama Traore and the Torres on the right. On the left, you can play Adama Traore, you can play Torres, you can play Ansu Fati, you can play Dembele. Now with Dembele, they don't know what they want to do. Would they sit Dembele? But now, whatever action you want to do with Dembele, you can take. Because now you now have not just wingers, you now have a goal scorer. Mm-hmm. They always create chances, but they just never score because they don't have a goal scorer. Memphis Depay plays from the left. He can play as a supporting striker. He's not a 9. So now you move him away from there. You bring in Aubameyang, at least as your number 9. He can drop back, coordinate play, bring everybody forward. And there's less ruggedness. There's more space there just for him to be able to, just for him to be able to express himself. So that's good. Juve, what Juve do, man? They took out some players that really they did not want, excess luggage, and players that were costing so much money. And then what they did was they brought in the striker, Vlahovic, very good guy. They've missed a striker like that, a point striker that gets the ball. He's like Haaland, but a less muscular Haaland.
Yeah.
So this guy is really good, and he's 21 or 22. So you get that in, and who else did they get? They got somebody else. I forgot his name. But yes, so those are the guys that I felt for. Yeah, I can go on and on, but I'll leave it like that.
Oh no, that's fine. Funshaw, let's dive in. What is your reaction to Arsenal's transfer?
So okay, I'm gonna touch that first, and I'll name who I think is the best transfer. But Arsenal transfer, I mean, I'm an Arsenal fan, and I'm not biased, right? And if I think they're doing the right business, I'll support them. But I think we blew it. We blew it because, and I think it's coach's fault. We have a very terrible transfer window. We lost our best player, Golden Boot candidate, right? People can say discipline issues, fine, but we know some star players are not, they're crazy in the head sometimes.
Yeah. You
have to manage their personality with on the field productivity. If you guys can produce, I'm fine. And also there's some, so not to make this about the coach, Arsenal as whole blew it, no transfer. We actually sold players and lost debt in the team, right? Now we have, Arsenal, the person is either we use Eddie Nketiah or Lacazette. Lacazette, after 60 minutes, the guy is done.
It gassed out.
It gassed out. Who's the backup? Eddie. Now, God forbid, we have COVID. One of them, we are really messed up, right?
Is that what he does?
I know,
You
right?
have Pepe. You have Pepe, though. You have Pepe that
We have
can.
Pepe.
You have Pepe, and you
Exactly.
also have this guy. You also have this guy. What's his name? The guy that plays from Martinelli. Martinelli too can do a job.
We have them on the winger. These are young guys.
True.
And people say we have talent. We have young guys. Premier League's not a team of young guys. It's a team of big money and team of experience.
Yeah.
Right. Martinelli's not going to match up with Raheem Sterling or Grealish on the wing. Never. Right. Eddie Nketiah is not going to match up with Eric Kane. Right. No one is going to outscore Ronaldo. You can really match it up, right? And people start comparing Arsenal to a small group. We're a big club, right? So if you want to make the top four, you compare yourself to the top four teams. To the top 4 teams, we failed and we blew it. And so that's what I feel about Arsenal. And I think we don't know how to manage star players. And it's becoming a habit of players being. I don't support tearing contract. If you sign a contract, you're liable for it. Pay the money. That will prevent you from signing another stupid contract. Because we got away from Ozil, we did it again with Aubameyang. Now we just got who's next? Saka next? Who? Martinelli next? I don't know.
You know what? I'm waiting for the day Bukayo Saka goes and plays for another Premier League rival. I cannot wait.
I'm an Arsenal fan, and I think he should leave. The reason why I think he should leave is because the next 5 years of Bukayo Saka's future, we are going to waste it. I love Arsenal. I want him to play, right? But again, do we have plan for Champions League? We do not. In the next 5 years, can we make Champions League team? If we don't make it this year, that means he only have 4 years left to make it. If we don't make it next year, he has 3 years left to make it. Right? We don't make it again last year. What's left? So I think he should go because I'm an Arsenal.
This man is going in there.
Man.
Doesn't make me less
about
of a
you
fan
really
because
tell
I
us how you feel today, man?
Yeah. So again, like I told a lot of my friends, whenever the club is ready to do good business, I'll be the first one to go back and campaign for Bukayo. Get guys stay. But I know Bukayo Saka is 20 right now. He has to play his best football between 20 and 25.
You guys wanted that window. You guys wanted Vlahovic.
Yeah, we wanted him, but
because all your eggs were put into Vlahovic. So I read
and we didn't
and
get him.
you didn't get him because he had always wanted to stay. You actually wanted to go to Juve, but they pumped all their eggs to Vlahovic. I think that you guys thought that you were going to get Vlahovic before you guys let Aubameyang go, and then you guys tossed that coin all the way to Aubameyang, and Aubameyang was like, "Nah, play it. I'm out."
Yeah, exactly. So now, not only that, we lost Aubameyang. We can't even sell him. You can't sell Aubameyang to Barcelona. That just pay. They took on Adama Traore on a loan. We're guaranteed to pay 30 million of his release clause.
True. No,
if Wolves can sell that guy, don't tell me why we cannot sell Aubameyang to Barcelona and we just not want to get another guy. That's what we're failing on the team. We're failing on accounting. So that's my thing about that on the Arsenal. So about which team has the best transfer in the Premier League, I'll surprise you guys. You're not ready for this. I think Newcastle, actually. The reason why I think Newcastle has the best transfer window because I believe in money. Money will turn things around. Then they got Bruno. Yeah.
They are the richest club in the world.
Yeah, the richest club in the world. And people think they're going to relegate. I'm saying this today. Newcastle is not relegated. Not this season. They got Bruno Guimaraes, 46 million from Lyon. Right?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, Chris Wood, 33 million from Burnley. Kieran Trippier, 17 million from Atletico Madrid.
Experience.
Dan Burn, 17 million. On top of that, they still have very young talent. They have
Maximin.
Yeah, they have some Maximin. They just need someone to feed the guy the ball
or
reduce the pressure on him. That's it. So I think that's what I think. Newcastle has the best transfer window. They're not really getting this season, and let's watch it and see.
Someone says any top footballer that willingly decides to come to Arsenal must be out of their senses.
Shaba.
Exactly. And back to Vlahovic, right? That we didn't get.
25 million. Bond was 14 million. Okay, pounds.
Yeah. Chris Wood is a 5 million for bonus. Imagine. So because we didn't get Vlahovic, we didn't get it for two reasons. Because we also had a team.
Firewood. I don't know which Firewood cost 25 million. Go ahead.
This is one expensive wood. Yes. Yeah. So 25, 14, 33. Yeah, it's very expensive.
I'm tired. I'm tired of you, dog.
Different directions.
I'm tired of you, man.
Yeah, so that's my take on that. Basically, I hope I've answered you guys' question.
Yeah, you have. So for Oga Kwame, I'm going to switch it. We still transfer window, but you are going to give us what is your reaction, and you can still talk about like generally, but what's your reaction to Man United?
I'm not even going to rehash what everybody has said. Newcastle had the best transfer window, and they're probably not going to get relegated.
Manchester United, tell us your feelings about this.
So
this is a rant.
So remember when Liverpool smacked us 0-5?
Yep.
And in my reaction video, I said I've just got into a state of just continuous sadness and just hurt. Like it doesn't get worse than that. It hasn't gotten worse than that. It just hasn't gotten so much better, right? So because of that, people might be wanting to panic. And this is weird coming from me, right? I'm usually not the person calling for cool heads because my head is never cool, right? But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. What I was angry about is us letting, and when I say it's not that bad, I'm talking about the Middlesbrough thing that just happened. That's not that bad. The transfer window got me angry because of the kind of the players we let go, and not only how we let them go, not only the fact that we let them go, but how so soon after we let them go, we realize what we've done. what the hell did we just do? So I did not expect any player to come into Manchester United this transfer window, and I didn't really want anybody to come in. This is why I didn't want anybody to come in. Look, if you're about to remodel, do a whole complete remodeling of a house, right? I'm talking about tearing down walls, replacing your roof. If I'm doing a remodeling of this whole house right now, I'm not buying new furniture, right? It'll be stupid for you to buy new furniture into a house you're about to tear down. That's why I didn't really want Manchester United to get any player this transfer window. Plus, January, you can't really get that much in the market unless you're Newcastle and you pay anything for anything, right? But the kind of people we let go, and it's just sad, right? I don't think Ralph Ragnick has any control in that football club because he wanted Tony Martial to stay, gone. He wanted Donny van de Beek to stay, gone. He wanted Lingard to go. Guess who's at the club doing this? Guess who's at the club doing that? Jesse fucking Lingard, bro. So it just fails to compute because this club, bro. Funchal just said his club is not making good accounting decision. My brother, come to Manchester United. we think reverse logic is what makes sense. If we have any kind of injury or COVID situation in that midfield with Fred or McTominay, we're done.
Yes,
we're done. We saw how selling Tony Martial came straight to bite us in the butt. With the man whose name will not be mentioned, the man who will never play for this football club again, the man who I never want to see put on that number 11 shirt. He will never come back to that club anymore. So the decisions did not make sense. I understand the Van de Beek situation. He wanted to play football. He wanted to get some game time. World Cup is coming in November. I understand it, but it just hurts me. Same thing with Tony Martial. But it's just a mess. And I'm just gonna, I'd hate to be that guy, but let's all remember this is still Ollie's season. Okay, so all this, what we're dealing with is Ollie's legacy. And the reason is because our football club, remember, we didn't have a plan B when Ollie got fired. That's why it took so long to fire him. Yeah. They put every single egg in the Ollie basket, right? They supported him so much, and now it's all falling, it's falling on its face. So it's gonna take a while to pick all this back up. I wouldn't be surprised if Tony leaves the club permanently. I really wouldn't be surprised if Van de Beek leaves the club permanently, but the transfer window was absolute nonsense, absolute crap. Not because we didn't bring anybody in, but just because we let people go. Bro, Juan Mata. The last time I saw Juan Mata was on his blog. I swear. The last time Phil Jones, bro. We're bringing in people like Phil Jones to play football. We're bringing in Juan Mata to play football. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
To buttress your point, I agree with everything you said. And Manchester United is at least top two mismanaged clubs in Europe. They are top two, along with Barcelona. I think Barcelona is trying to fix now. We'll see how much of a fix.
True, very true, very true.
We are top two for sure. And one part I disagree with you, dude. I wanted to raise. I agree with everything, but one point I wanted to add was Dennis Zakaria was available for 5 million. United was interested. Dennis Zakaria's agent, these people were interested.
Yeah, I heard that.
United did not go for Dennis Zakaria. They what's his name? Ralph Ragnick wanted him also. They blocked the move. Dennis Zakaria moved to Juve instead. That's where he moved to. You hear me?
7. Yeah. That was the second guy.
Yeah. So he moved, and we did not get him. And to use your analogy and where I want to poke slight hole about rebuilding the house. Yes, I agree with you. Say you don't buy any furniture, but if one of the criteria of getting the best materials to build that house after 6 months means you have to use wedges to hold the roof for those 6 months.
Yeah.
So I can get the best.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
Extremely critical to recruitment. It goes hand in hand. If you're Manchester United and you are seeing what has been happening under Solskjaer, not just this season, under Solskjaer, you do not have a defensive midfielder. And somebody's available for 5 million and you don't just risk it. What is the risk? It's 5 million, guys.
Very true.
I hear you.
He
Brad,
played
they
well
were willing
today,
to risk 80 million.
He played really well today.
Like, you get him for that 5 million, put him in the midfield. If it doesn't work out, it's 5 million. It is what it is. We already have more deadwood to ship out.
That's true.
But this guy could have been the difference in that midfield. Having a real defensive midfielder maybe means you can play Pogba and Bruno together, and we can go and attack. Because all we need to get up for this season is to beat the teams we need to beat, and just draw here and there against the other top 4 guys, the main guys. A draw, a win here and there, but just beat all the teams you need to beat. That's all we need, because we have so much attacking firepower. We do, but going the other way in transition, we get killed time and time again because we have a sandwich, McFred sandwich. Sometimes there's mayonnaise, sometimes it's just tomatoes and lettuce. Nothing is
sometimes it's just
plain.
People are so disrespectful.
That's what we have.
I have a question. I have a question for you guys, Manchester United folks and Arsenal folks. My question for Manchester United is this: for Manchester United fans on here is this: do you think we will regret letting Martial and Van der Beek go simply because of what has gone wrong with Greenwood and the injuries probably to Sancho and all those things? I feel like we've let a chunk of a little bit of our creativity and going forward needed. I think we let that go. We still have 2 competitions that we're in, and competitions are coming in fast. So my question to you is, do you think we might regret letting either Martial or Van der Beek go? 1, 2, for the Arsenal guy here. What is going on? What is going on with the defender that plays for the guy that you guys have had and you?
Saliba.
Yeah, Saliba. What is Arsenal's plan to bring him back next season? Because that guy is bossing French league.
He's in Marseille. He's in Marseille, right?
Yeah, he's in Marseille.
Marseille, Napoli.
Marseille. It's in Marseille. I think the plan is for them to actually keep him.
Okay, but was there anything that went wrong with him and Arteta? Because Homeboy should be starting with what's your centre back now and Gabriel. Him and Gabriel were actually. It's like they should be starting games. So that was just my question, because Homeboy is quality.
It is. So according to what we heard, one thing, Arsenal is very secretive, right? They don't tell you what's going on. It becomes a guessing game. But the closest of the clarity we got from them was like the guy just wasn't fit enough. We want to send him somewhere else on loan to get ready for the club. And that's what I was saying. He's doing well. So at one point, do you say that, okay, you're doing well now, come back home? And we had a chance to pull him back. The most recent window before that, they said no.
Okay.
Now, so that also means that I don't think he's going to come back. I think Arteta is about it. It's my team, my way. That's what we're seeing. The same thing that happened with freezing out players. I think it's just getting frozen out for one reason or the other. Maybe Ateta didn't approve of the deal in the beginning, or something happened that made him unhappy. But I truly don't believe it's because he couldn't play the same football on the Premier League. That's my take there. So until Arsenal come out and say something, until Ateta come out and say something like this is what's happening, it's not good enough, then it's politics. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Zaza
And
said,
then the Manchester United question
is average. Before we go to question, comment that I said Zaza says, which says Gabriel is average. I agree.
I agree.
Arsenal is a poorly run club.
I don't.
Very poorly run club. People complain about United mismanagement simply because it's quite obvious. Arsenal is worse. I disagree. I absolutely
disagree.
I disagree with that. And this is me. I'm not even trying to pander or anything. I go deep. I've been the one person, at least one person here can verify that. Maybe not Oga coming as much, but one person can verify. I've been the one person for close to 5 years now. Even when people were thinking manager, I've been one person calling out United how we're run for like years and years. So I know it deeply. As I absolutely disagree about Arsenal being worse run than Manchester United. Manchester United is way worse run.
But
we've spent over $1 billion. Guys, let me just clear some things to you. Exactly. We've spent over $1 billion since 2013. Manchester United, we have not had a single title challenge, right?
Yeah.
Net spend, gross spend, salary, like any other metrics you want to use to judge the top clubs, whether it's net spend, gross spend, and even salary, wages.
Yeah, wage bill.
Top 3, top 4. When you look at that list, when you put it side by side, right? In the top 7 to 10, we are the only club there that has not in Europe that's not won a league title. That's had league title.
No FA Cup, Even Barca that is what's wrong. They won their FA Cup or
zero title challenge. We have had a zero title challenge. Where Leicester has won the league.
Yes.
Where Tottenham has had a title challenge and go to Champions League final.
And go to Champions League final.
And go to Champions League final. So
with less budget.
I always laugh. Like, are you actually paying attention to what's going on? No.
Yeah. So Ayo, that's from your point of view. I think they're two different. I think when we both say manage, you guys manage poorly on the spending. We manage poorly on not spending and selling. So I think that's probably we can use management for both sides, but we are useless in different levels.
Correct.
Right?
I must say
we are useless.
I'm not saying Arsenal is well run. I'm not saying that. But Manchester United top 2 in Europe.
And the part that I felt like you guys actually, first of all, I think Manchester United are doing very terrible business is because in the last few years you spent about 640 million in recruiting players and Ronaldo deal and all this stuff like that, and nothing to show for it since 2017. Like you said, nothing to show for it. And Ralf Rangnick, it's like you guys have players that you bought quality, but it's not a team that should not be at least in the top 4. You should be in the top 4, right? And you should number 1 almost. You should be able to challenge City. You should be able to challenge Chelsea.
I believe so.
Ronaldo is a good talent, right? Then you have Paul Pogba on your team. Right? You see what Pogba did at the Euro, right? Why can't he do that for the team? I don't know. The guy was outstanding. We saw what he's done for his national team in France. So I think as much as you're overspending, you also have more of a coaching problem because that type of star, you bring in a coach to your team right now, the right coach, who will make that team work. It's driven from Arsenal does not have the skills or players that are in place that can work. We don't have players that can work out, right? You guys have, what's your number 10? The guy's always feeding the homeless. What's his name? Rashford. I'm sorry I used that word, but Rashford alone.
Oh, right? Man.
None of our starters can compete with Rashford. Striker.
Hold on.
I disagree. Bro. Nah, allow it. Nah. None of your starters.
None of our starters can compete with Rashford.
The only thing Rashford is good at.
In terms of feeding the homeless or actually playing football.
No. I'm sorry. Yeah, you just said no. I'm talking about playing football. I don't think Aubameyang is as good at him. He has some injuries, but I still think Rashford has so much. If I look at the age, right? Rashford has so much to offer your team right now. Until it's not like you. I might be comparing him to Aubameyang. If you compare him to Aubameyang, you compare Aubameyang to the hold last 2 seasons.
Yeah,
Are we talking
this
about
season,
the
Rashford is
old?
better.
Hold on, though. Are we talking about the old Rashford for years ago, or probably the Rashford that for last season and this season? Is that the Rashford we're talking about?
For
I'm
sure.
talking about this Rashford. I think he has a lot of potential. I don't know what coach can unlock it.
Saka has a no.
Who's
Nobody's
better than
questioning his
Yeah,
huh?
Who's better than Rashford? Which attacker is better than Rashford? Their team.
I'm
On my
asking you a
team.
question on your
I'm
team.
asking
You're asking me
because you are arguing. He said
I'm not arguing. I just want to clarify. Are we talking about the Rashford that barely until these last 2 games he has stunk up the joint for almost a year and a half of football?
He was injured.
That was fun.
Yeah.
A year and a half. Do we give that kind of leeway to other players at the club?
Where are you going?
I mean, this is Xhaka has outperformed Rashford. Quick questions: has Xhaka outperformed Rashford these past 2 seasons? Yes or no?
You mean Saka or Xhaka? Which one?
Sorry, Bukayo Saka.
Yeah.
Because
give me Saka and I'll give you Rashford. How about that?
But different positions though, right?
Different positions. Saka has played from the left. Saka has played from the right.
Output.
Yeah. Rashford has played from the left. Rashford has played from the right.
To me, Saka is good. Maybe an exception this season only. But you compare your guys past few seasons and what he can do in the forward. So Saka is a star guy. I think your guy can give more goals than Saka will give on that level if he's coached by the right guy.
Yeah.
I think we give more goals than Saka will give. Saka is a playmaker. You score, you don't score, the guy's having fun. But I think Rashford will score more.
The best thing I've seen Rashford do is run into cul-de-sacs every single game. I'm sorry.
For a year and a half, he has consistent. I said this guy has a fatal attraction.
Bro,
running into
if they gave Ballon d'Or for running into cul-de-sac, Rashford will be the Messi of this generation.
If you ask Tata, me and him will talk about players. Again, I love Rashford. Everything he has done, I don't mind. But if we are talking about the Rashford of last season and this season, Xhaka has outplayed him. Yes or no? I think that's a yes. So now,
I agree with you. Yes.
So now, if we are talking about presently now, I'll take Xhaka over Rashford because he may not be able to give me goals, but he can give me production that can lead to goals.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
we agree on that.
I think we're going on a tangent. Transfer window wise, let me take comments first. Zaza says hiring the wrong manager is actually a sign of poor management. Oh, that means something. So I missed this comment. Mane deserves to finish at least top 10 on the next Ballon de Messi. Regardless of what the rest of 2022. Cheers. It's a Ballon de Messi.
Ballon.
I love that.
That's a good one right there. That's a good one.
Messi. You guys see my new Messi, Don't respect that man.
Let's move on.
That's the iconic. Francisco Rashford has been ahead of most Arsenal players over the last 4 years. Yep.
He's been ahead of Xhaka. Yes.
Both of you have the quality in terms of footballers, but you have the quality in terms of footballers. You might not have the structure to make a success of the talent you have. Football-wise, Arsenal have no clue what they're doing. You signed Mari and you didn't play him. Signed Ben White for 50 million for what? Spend 30 million for a goalkeeper when you already have one. You give players and turn them to villains, isolate them and ship them out as free. Arsenal host plays relies on 20L Saka and ESR. Yeah. So the comment is so much that you cannot even.
Cut off.
I agree with that, by the way. I agree with it.
Well said.
Yeah, well said. I think it's a tangent. For me, I think transfer window wise, I think we've mentioned everything. Newcastle. I think Villa had a very good one too. I think Spurs had an okay one.
Spurs and Everton. How about this one? Everton. You like what they did?
Yeah, West Africa, Best Africa.
We'll get in the comment. Oh, Mane. Did I miss the Senegal party? Yes, you did. You missed the Senegal party. Oh, she's from Gambia. She's not from Senegal. How is this what? Gambia and Senegal are neighbors. So that's why she's excited.
Yeah.
We go to the last part of the show, which is where we do our awards, kudos and donkey of the week. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Yes,
I go first.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm running my lap. The donkey of the week to me. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Ralph Rangnick, your coach. Donkey of the
Wow.
week. You do not lose to Middlesbrough. With your starting 11 that you have, that's a must-win game.
This is one.
Must-win game.
Defend him. I don't agree.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Because
Must-win game.
Players that lost that game. My opinion.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, and
They missed
you
chance
have a coach.
Bro,
And that's why the players don't play by themselves, right? That's players don't play by themselves. They have a coach. And the reason why you've lost it is where your coach is throwing players under the bus. There's some question that the media will ask you that you have to answer. I watched an interview about him speaking about why Jesse Lingard is still on the team. Lingard is still on the team. The board said they can't find anything that wants to take him. Why would you say stuff like that? Then he went and said that
Very true. Very true.
Very true. You know, why would you say stuff like that?
I agree with
Then he also said,
don't make
exactly.
it.
Now he now said, and he needed some time to clear his head. What was that about? You know, and the same player that
Very
you're
true.
starting against Middlesbrough. So I think, and the reason why I said Donkey, you do not have Ronaldo on the team and can't manage the guy very well. You know, so I think is the team chemistry here going forward for you guys. And because I know, so I think you haven't won a cup since 2017. You spent a lot of money in this transfer window. Can you get a deal? Something happened. What happened with number 11? I'm not going to mention his name either. Is he was also addressing that in the media. I think it's a very sensitive subject. And it kind of linked that to why Rashford is still at the club. No, not Rashford. Why Jesse Lingard is still at the club, right? I think that's a non-subject. You know, you don't throw players under the bus. You keep it. Last time they made Ronaldo too. He said nobody's bigger than the team. I know that. We know that, but you keep that in-house, right? You talk to your guy, Ronaldo, this is what happened. I don't explanation because I'm your coach, but for the benefit of the team, we'll leave it there. He actually called Ronaldo out on the media. Like, if he doesn't like it, he can pretty much go somewhere else. I make decisions. So I think he can manage his team better. You know, transfer window, he blew it. Lingard issue, he blew it. And that's who I give the donkey of the week. So that's it.
Kudos. Who's your kudos for the week?
Kudos for the week. We're in the Premier League, right?
Anywhere in football.
Anywhere.
For the week, just for football. Doesn't matter.
Football. I'll say Mendy. Chelsea. He won the AFCON this recently today. He's went to the one Champions League, right? And I think he's one of the players that's underpraised for what he's contributed, underappreciated. So kudos of the week. It can't come at a better time than today when he won the AFCON for his national team. He's won the Champions League. If next year he doesn't win the best award for the goalkeeper, then we all know that the right guys are not getting what they deserve. So that's it.
Oh, this is not good.
Who said this? So the media briefings will change. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Who said this?
Who's Facebook user? Who's Facebook?
I don't know who that is. I don't know.
It better be true.
It's probably true. I don't think that's not a joke. Kudos to Senegal. Lingard,
Yeah.
we know you are partly Senegalese, and Mendy until we face them in the cup final. Donkey of the week, VAR. That decision with respect to Middlesbrough is disgraceful. I agree. That was a stupid decision.
That was dumb.
Raphael Honigstein. Oh, okay. Not interested. I didn't know that.
That's who they hired.
I didn't know that.
That guy's going up. Oh. That guy is going from nowhere.
Give us yours, Yemi.
Donkey of the week is Manchester United in terms of the way, just like what you said. So I won't rehash everything you said. What's the other one? The praise
Kudos.
of the week.
Yeah.
Kudos has to be Senegal, man. I mean, third finals, you finally make it. It got to be Senegal for me. That's it.
Okay, Kwame.
Kudos of the week, Senegal, of course. That time's a charm. Donkey of the week has to be number 11. Again, like I said, I'm going to speak a little bit on it because it just pained me so much. Of course, best wishes to the victim. I hope people who are in that position can take advantage of resources that are out there, because there are resources out there. And people who are on the aggressive position, I hope they can take advantage of therapy and other resources that are out there. From a football perspective, he was like if we had to, you know, chart his career going forward, we wouldn't have needed a striker for the next 10 years, right? If he continued the way he was continuing, I mean, people talked about this guy as the best finisher in the club before Ronaldo came, right? And it's just he let so many people down. And even though, just my opinion, just because of the way we've seen a lot of these things happen in the past, he has money. He might beat the legal case, but he's done in football. I never want to see him play for my club anymore. I actually went on the Man United website and tried to see how United dealt with this, you know, with so much integrity. I tried to search his jersey, couldn't buy it. Everything gone. So I'm happy about that. We've dealt with it really well. So he's my donkey of the week. He's the donkey of the year. He's the donkey of the year. He's the donkey of, like, he's just done. He's a donkey's ass.
Zaza is not holding back today. Dude.
Zaza is not. Yeah, he's
Zaza. I hope you're doing well, oh, Zaza. Yeah, with the heels.
Exactly.
It's an only option.
Zaza, you're the man.
Yeah, he's lifetime donkey.
So okay, kudos.
I also want to talk about Ragnick. Ragnick cannot be a donkey. This is why. This is why Ragnick cannot be a donkey. That match against Middlesbrough, the players lost it. Bro, you have Cristiano missing a penalty. What are you supposed to do? You have Bruno Fernandes missing open goal.
1-on-1, missed it.
Open goal, bro. It was open. Missed it, right? We should have been 3 to 4 goals up by going into halftime in that game. Yeah. So I'm not putting that on the coach. People want to talk about how late the subs came. I feel like if Middlesbrough hadn't scored that goal, which of course, you know, should not have been allowed, if Middlesbrough hadn't scored, we would have seen earlier subs, right? The subs came late. Why? Because the bench is dead, bro. Did you see who came off the bench? Yeah. Philip Jones came off the bench.
But why is the
MVP?
Juan Mata came off the bench, bro.
Why is the bench dead, though?
Exactly. Which leads me to my next question. Why is the bench dead? Again, not because of Ragnick. The players Ragnick wanted to stay, they effed off. The players Ragnick wanted to F off stayed. So you cannot give Ragnick donkey of the week.
Sure. See, that's one of the reasons why Manchester United is the donkey. Not Ragnick, just Manchester United as a club. All the old drama and everything. That's why, for me, they're my donkey. Sorry, Mr. Moderator.
To end the show, I'll say mine. Doubling down. Yes, my donkey of the week is the players. You know, for Manchester United players, you know, the amount of chances they miss. So yeah, absolutely, they get that. But more importantly, my bigger donkey is Manchester United as a club, especially with the issue with Greenwood, Mason. Not necessarily how they've handled this. I think they're probably trying to save face with this one, but just historically what they've done. Ryan Giggs was in the box when Ronaldo was on field.
Ryan Giggs was what?
Was in the box. Was in the VIP box.
Director's box. While he had an active domestic violence case going on. Did he not?
Yeah. The other one, I know a lot of people don't agree with me. This one, Ronaldo alleged allegations, which, you know, for me, the way they handled it when they hired, I'm not saying they should have signed it, but the way they handled it and like pretty much continued praising it because of marketing and acted like, you know, this guy didn't have a checkered history about this. So I think, you know, organizations are run from the top, right? Everything comes from the top.
True.
Once you drive mentality, culture, it comes from the top.
True.
You know? And I'm not blaming them for what happened, you know, but yes, it's Manchester United as a club, for me, they get my donkey just because of their history with how they've handled stuff like this. Kudos for the week. A couple of people, Aliou Cissé, you know, the coach of Senegal. He's been here.
Yeah.
Everything Senegal have done in Nations Cup, he's been part of it. 2002, he was there when they got to the final. as the player. They lost. Last time they got to
final. He missed the final penalty, did he not?
Yeah, I think so. He did.
It helped build this team, though. It really helped build this team.
It did.
He has been
2017, got to the final as a coach, lost, and finally he won. I'm so happy for him. I like to see black coaches, African coaches coach African.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm really proud of that because Africans, we have we do the thing where we want to hire a foreigner every time. So I'm very, very proud that they stuck with him. They talk to Cisse. So yes, I'm so happy about that. So he gets my the other kudos goes to the keeper. The keeper was really good. The Egyptian. Okay, both of them actually. Mendy, for being clutch. Every final he's played in, he's won. He won Champions League a couple of months ago. He's won Nations Cup. He's been, he's royalty right now. He's royalty.
True.
So and also kudos to the Egyptian keeper. He was excellent, announcing himself. So I think on that end, after taking the final comments, from this, I've lost respect to fans making jokes about it. It's a horrible situation. I mean, it really is. How dare gigs be allowed to engage United events right now?
Yep.
Ali is a king, best person to be in charge. I agree.
Yep.
Black African coach. Well, we've come to the end for all people that were. Thanks for engaging. The comments were fire today. Funshaw, who's left, but thank you for joining us. Oga Kwame, glad to have you. Look forward to the match reactions. Hopefully, we can beat Burnley and we can have a good match reaction on Tuesday. Coach Yemi, I know your second team, Barcelona, is doing well, so I know you're happy about that.
And my basketball team, Golden State Warriors. We're doing time, man. We're doing time, man.
Comments. We're out.
Peace out, guys.
All right, man. Thank you for having me.